North Carolina's death row turned 90 years old this month, and for more than 30 years, she's called the women's prison in Raleigh home. Her name, Blanche Taylor Moore.
Now, she spent most of her life in Alamance County, and in 1990, this grandmother, a woman who friends and family described as loving and a devout Christian, was convicted of using arsenic to kill her longtime boyfriend, Raymond Reed, and suspected of killing her first husband and trying to kill her second. I sat down with a woman by the name of Cindy Chapman, who told me what it's like being the daughter of Blanche Taylor Moore.
We were just the normal, average American family, I guess you'd say.
To Cindy Chapman, there was nothing remarkable about growing up in Alamance County with her mom Blanche, dad James, and big sister Vanessa.
It was, I think, what a childhood should be. You know, just having parents that did what they were supposed to do, and you felt safe and secure and taken care of.
She and her dad were especially close.
When I was 13, I was still going places with him and holding his hand.
Oh, wow.
When she was 14, she remembers him becoming really sick with what the doctor thought was a bad case of the flu.
But Mom had actually been sleeping with me because he said his skin hurt so bad. He did not. He just hurt for even the sheets to touch it, so he didn't want her in there and he didn't want her getting sick. But that morning, the alarm clock went off and I sat straight up in the bed and I said, Mama, the alarm clock's going off and Dad's not turning it off.
James Taylor was in his mid-40s when he died.
And he was on his right side, just laying there. Had a little trickle of blood that had come down his, mouth and stuff. So, and at that point, they said that they felt like he had a massive heart attack. And so that's what we always thought for many, many, many years.
That is until June of 1989, when her mom's new husband, a pastor by the name of Dwight Moore, got very sick on their honeymoon. While hospitalized, a heavy metals test found high levels of arsenic.
Because Raymond was, kind of young, and Dad was only 44, I guess the wheels kind of got to spinning, and people started thinking, these men have died, young.
Authorities exhumed multiple bodies that summer, and all of the people shared one thing in common: a connection to Blanche Taylor Moore. Her father, P.D. Kaiser, her first husband, James Taylor, his mom, Isla Taylor, and her longtime boyfriend, Raymond Reed. The medical examiner determined her father and mother-in-law had elevated levels of arsenic, but not enough to kill them. Raymond and Cindy's beloved father, James, on the other hand, had lethal levels.
My sister called me while we were on vacation and said, you might want to come home. And they said he had more than anyone, so.
And what was your reaction to that? I mean, were you mad? Were you...
I was. I said, you've got to be kidding me. And she said, no, I'm not. And I said, this doesn't look good.
Cindy did try to get answers.
And I remember going over there and saying, Mom, is there anything you want to tell us? Because she actually was trying to keep a lot of it hidden from us as to how, I guess, serious it had gotten and how closely they were looking at her and stuff. But she never did. She never offered any information. All she would ever say is, I did not do this. I did not do this.
Blanche was 57 when she stood trial for the death of Raymond Reed. The state called 54 witnesses and made a case that Blanche secretly put arsenic-based ant killer in food and drinks and then fed them to her victims.
It was very sad for us because, it's hard being caught in between wanting to trust your mom, believe that your mom is this person that you grew up with, and also, but at the same time, also wanting to be loyal to your dad or other people that had been in your life that had been nothing but good to you.
Cindy, then 31, never missed a day in court, no matter how painful it was.
I think we all want to trust and love and believe in the people that have been our family, our parents, even our children and stuff, but sometimes the evidence, when it's laid out, is so overwhelming that you have to begin to be objective about it.
The murder trial for Blanche Taylor Moore started in Forsyth County on October 15, 1990, and went on for 5 weeks. It took the jury 6 hours to convict her and 4 to sentence her to death.
I remember going down to my pasture and just standing there beside our horses, and I just said, God, just give me peace, whether it be with her guilt or with her innocence. And I just stood there and had that peaceful moment to myself. And honestly, after that, I just said, you know, they found her guilty. I accept that.
Tomorrow night on the Fox 8 6 o'clock news, why Cindy felt she owed that to her children and what a relationship is like with her mom today. Also, why she's not ashamed to be Blanche Taylor Moore's daughter and how she believes her childhood may have shaped the choices she made. Again, that's tomorrow night right here on Fox 8.